The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.
Beside me is a real estate investor and a good friend. Please welcome Maria Chabaret to the show. I want to make sure I got the name said properly. With
I've been called Charbonnet, and okay, it's all good. Why?
It's all good. Yeah, it's lovely. Yes. So tell me a little bit about your background. You've got a really interesting story because you made a shift not too long ago from one life to the other in terms of business.
I've worked for one of the top 5 banks in Toronto for over 20 years. And I started in retail as a training manager with a trainee program. And I grew with the bank. I just went to all the divisions. I never felt that I worked for the same company, because I went from the brokerage, marketing, operations, direct investing, wealth management, and I ran a call center, bilingual call center, IT. So it was quite varied, and I really loved my job. As stressful as it was, I absolutely adored it.
And you did that for how many years?
25 years. Yes.
And then when did you make the shift? How
So,
long ago was that?
in working, again, it's stressful. You just being a student or a student type of employee, your head is in the sand. You work, you do the projects, your status reports, and the status updates and so on. And then one day I came in and there was a reorg in my group, and I was offered a early retirement package. At first I embraced it. Then
You must have been like, what?
After all this stress and all this work, it was a shock. But I embraced it because the stress was also mounting. There's no work-life balance. They lie because you work, and you keep doing it. But I still like it, being a people person. So I embraced it. Then I was in shock. And then a few months into it, I thought, I have to do something. There's got to be something else. I've worked all my life. I'm a people person. I'm not going to knit booties and sit in front of the TV.
Knit what?
Booties, or whatever you call it, little crochet or something like that.
Gotcha.
So I needed to do a switch, and I had a few things that I wanted to do that I've always wanted. And working in corporate, you never had a chance to get into it. Okay. So I spent the past year into learning to do real estate investing. I was very specific because it has to be a win-win situation, and in the sense that I like helping people. Mm-hmm. So it took me a year to build the right group, the mortgage broker, the banker, the lawyer, and the real estate
putting the
broker
team together,
that know about real estate investing.
Okay.
So by doing that, real estate investing, there's a lot of ways of doing real estate investing, but I had a specific one. I wanted to do a real estate investing where I buy the homes and then I do rent to own program. And I gear to people that have small business that don't quite qualify to have a conventional mortgage, divorce, so they're reconstructing their lives. They have a bit of the money, but they cannot qualify for a conventional mortgage, or bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. So it's a win-win. I have the house, I've got the mortgage, I pay the taxes, and there's a program where it's a rent to own. Normally it's a lease of 3 years, and a portion of that rent goes towards that savings for your down payments. Okay. Sometimes they already have a bit of money, but the credit is not all that great. So we work hand in hand with a mortgage broker to build up and get you to that saving program to But at the same time, when you rent that home, you know that home is going to be yours. So that dream of owning a home is much feasible.
Absolutely, and I'm sure you must have put smiles on many people's faces who may have conventionally may not have had that opportunity or that hope to own a home.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that is it. Very fulfilling. It takes a lot of due diligence because, of course, there's a lot of people that you have to serve, and they think they can do it, but once we look at the numbers, it just doesn't work.
It didn't add up.
But a no today, it's a yes in the future. We can always maintain that, so we can work with them in the future by helping them building that saving methods.
Okay. So, how do you find people?
So, word of mouth, or I've advertised on Kijiji as well, which is very, very good. Newspaper, but really is word of mouth. And again, it's all about the trust. You know, you build that trust by helping each other. You can never dismiss anything. It's never, no, you cannot do it, or, it's not good for you. So, by doing so, like, I can help you now, but later on, and I've had a lot of referrals like that. Oh, we couldn't actually buy the house, but somebody else, and they sent another couple.
But because you were so, cordial with them, and they felt the
But
trust.
then you help them, and then there is the positiveness, like and you're trying to show them that yes, you can do it. Yes, I understand your situation. The credits, yes, it happens to everybody. We can work with it. It's not the credit. It's just that it's not enough. No, you shouldn't be doing something that you cannot do it. I don't want in a year to go back and have to put it back on the market and find another. So might as well start.
Yes. So, what do you get when you work with people and you're able to provide homes for you? What kind of intrinsic value do you get from doing this?
It's a win-win. I mean, by helping others and by sharing my knowledge and helping them, to me it's fulfilling. It's a passion, because if you help enough people, you will get everything you want. There is a saying by Zig Ziglar that you can have everything you want in life if you help enough people to get what they want.
Very true. Amen to that. So, right now, what do you see happening for yourself? Is there expansion in the business? Are you going to be buying more property? Where are your properties right now? What
So
part of the
normally
GTA?
I look for homes outside of Toronto, because in Toronto it's a bit expensive.
Yes.
Because there's 2 land transfer taxes in the city, one to the city, one to the province. It's the only other city in North America that has this particular tax. The other one is New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot buy our homes every day, because it takes a lot of due diligence. So Barrie, Oshawa, Cambridge, Guelph, Brampton, Bradford, so those areas. There are some, I've got a couple in Toronto, it's a little higher, they have a bit of the money, not quite, so it's a joint venture that I do as well. But yes, I look everywhere, but Toronto, you need to avoid, yes.
Now, the name that people will look to find you.
So right now I am on Facebook and LinkedIn as real estate investing.
Okay.
And I still don't have it because it's still, it's new. I just launched into it and I bought all these 2 houses. So it's LinkedIn, Facebook, and my email address, which is micas@rogers.com. I do have a website, but it's on instructions.
Okay. So they just type in your name,
Yes.
Maria Chabaret.
Chabaret, and then, I will show it on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Someone who's buying a house for the first time, what's one big thing that they should know before?
Well, they have
moving
to
into
come
that?
in and they know that they'll have a bit of money, because they have a little bit of money. Whatever it is, it cannot be just $1,000. And normally, people that come as a first timer, they already have an idea what's involved, you know. But I'm willing to talk to anybody, you know, to tell anybody. There is a lot of options out there, and it's the rent to own is the most fulfilling and faster to get your dream home come to fulfillment. Yes.
Yes. They should change your name to the Fulfiller.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
The
Maria.
doer.
The doer. Maria Chabaret, everybody. Thanks so much.